season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on last year's national champions, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David.
There he goes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're facing a third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
At third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looking to throw, it's King. He's going to take a shot right away. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
In the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Looking downfield, it's King. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes.
Makes the grab on the left side.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's King. Makes the grab on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's on target and complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
On the ready. Shadow. 1.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sticky. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's King. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Lindsey. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Hawaii! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Coming out with it, it's Sticky. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting down.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll take it himself. And some room to work. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. Hey, when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And he's got it at the 20. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the direct snap, it's Lindsey. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Lindsey. Looking to buy time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's King. That's caught. It's Lindsey. And they swarm him under. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Delaware.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
no doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic, and not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
when the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Lindsey. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's King. Bears the pressure. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's King. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the fifth time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
To the air, it's King. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Lindsey. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads quickly. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Working that wide receiver screen. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Hens! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Washington. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff to the single running back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's King. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Now on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
First down for the offense.
And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming.
42 Spider. Tuna. Gorilla.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You got the lead here late in the game. You got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After after getting nothing on the last play. Will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? He's got him. Trying to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And it's a nice stop by this defense. And you would think now it's decision time by this offense. I got the ball inside of the 2. Man, stay aggressive. Even if they stop you, they got to go 90-something yards to get a touchdown. Let's go for this thing.
Back to throw, it's King. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. That's caught. It's Dickey. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Slithers into space. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep